Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am just sitting down and chatting with you while I do my makeup. I feel very weird today, like my mind is all over the place. So I wanted to just sit down and chat, maybe, just chill, let you guys know where my mind is at right now. So if I'm all over the place, that's why today I'm all over the place. But I thought it would be fun just to sit down, film a little something, and do my makeup. We love makeup over here. We love makeup, so we're gonna do makeup. So yeah, let's just get into it. I have a fan in this room that I keep turning on and off because the lights make this room really hot, especially me sitting here right in front of them. But then I turn on the fan and I get cold. So I am just back and forth with the fan. Just ignore it if you hear it, okay? I'm going to pop on some moisturizer. I'm using a Naturium multi-peptide moisturizer. We love some hydration here. By the way, guys, you really don't need to spend so much money on a fancy under eye cream. Just make sure that you take your moisturizer under your eyes very gently. Try not to tug too much and try not to bring it too high up. But if you just take your moisturizer and bring it onto your under eyes, it works essentially the same as an under eye cream depending on the ingredients. So I'm drinking a sparkling water on camera, which may or may not be a bad idea because it may or may not give me the burps. We shall see. So yeah, today I just kind of woke up in a funky mood. So why not just sit here, right? I was kind of thinking of doing some red lips because I haven't done that in a while. But now I feel like it clashes with my pink top. So I'm not sure if I should do it. Yeah, let's just do it. I am going to put on some Aquaphor on my lips since the weather has been changing here where I live. My lips are super dry. I have a pimple on both sides of my lips right now. So it kind of makes me look like a clown. But so yeah, don't judge my pimples right now, okay? I'm going to put on some Morphe eyeshadow base. I always start off with my eyes. So that is what we are going to do today. Just a little bit of eyeshadow base, So I do want to say thank you so much for the love on my recent videos. I've been getting such good comments from you guys and I love it so much. I hope you guys are really thoroughly enjoying those videos. I've had lots of fun just doing content that I enjoy on here. So yeah, thanks so much for you guys leaving any nice comments. I really appreciate it. I'm going to kind of do just basic matte eyes. Because I feel like that looks kind of nice with a red lip. I'm first going to take I'm gonna take ABH single eyeshadow in the shade Sienna, which is a really nice warm brown shade. Do you guys remember how popular this eyeshadow was back in the day? Now no one seems to talk about it, but I still have her and I still use her. So we're gonna use ABH Sienna. I remember all the Ipsy influencers were obsessed with ABH Sienna. So I've kind of applied the Sienna shadow in the outer corners of the eyes and somewhat into the crease. I'm gonna blend it out slightly with using a larger blending brush, and I'm just gonna take my bronzer. This is a Smashbox palette. I'm just gonna take this bronzer shade and I'm gonna blend it, use it to blend those shades out. Speaking of Ipsy influencers, do you guys remember when those Ipsy influencers were really huge? Well, technically all of those influencers are still around, still prominent. Do you remember they used to like go to the Ipsy studios? They would talk about Ipsy products, and Ipsy basically funded a whole career for them. I remember it being Desi, Katie, Crispy, Kristen Dominique, and I can't remember, I think maybe Michelle Phan, was Michelle Phan a part of that? I don't remember. She may have been, but like Ipsy had a whole studio for them, would have a whole camera crew, a whole editing team, and so they would just go to the Ipsy studio and film their video on a high quality video setup, and then they would just take their footage home and edit it at home, you know? And I just remember that them being so iconic at the time, like, wow, that was like the start of influencers on the internet, I think. Now, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush and I'm just gonna put it in the matte shade here, Foxy, which is like a skin tone shade. And I'm just gonna pop that on the lid. Also, recently I've been watching the D'Amelio show on Hulu. So if you guys don't know, the D'Amelio show is basically a reality TV show about the D'Amelio family. So if you don't know who the D'Amelios are, Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio are like huge TikTokers. I think Charlie D'Amelio is like the highest paid TikToker on the platform. She has millions and millions and millions of followers, and on Instagram and TikTok she's huge on the platform. So they have a reality show on Hulu where they, you know, just kind of like show their family, show their life. I never really was a fan of them. I still wouldn't say that I'm a fan of them. Like, the content they make is just not the content that I personally am attracted to or interested in. So I started watching their reality show of them and their family, basically expecting to hate it because I already wasn't like a huge fan of them. I wouldn't say that I was ever a hater of them, just I wasn't ever interested in their content, and to me they just seemed like really overprivileged young girls, and I was kind of expecting it to be more like, you know, them and their rich lives, and they have so much money, and look at my fancy house. Sorry, side note, I'm gonna go in with my face products now. I'm using a Rare Beauty illuminating primer. So I was very surprised and shocked to find that it really was not about that at all. It actually is mainly about their struggles with their mental health, which I was very shocked to see, because out of all the things that they could have posted about, you know, they're talking about their mental health struggles. And I thought that that was really refreshing and different for them. So to see that they actually struggle with like mental health and anxiety and stress and this and that is really surprising to me. It mainly talks about how much they do, which, to be honest, as being very young girls, you know, Charlie is, I think, like 17 years old right now. And she's huge on the internet. She has like 1 billion followers on TikTok. So for being such a young girl and having such a large following, that's insane. And she has a ton of work to do. Like, you really wouldn't tell from just like following her on the Instagram or on TikTok, because she doesn't really post about that stuff, but they actually do work a lot. And Charlie is so young, and Dixie, I think, is only like 19 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So they're both really young girls, and they just, like, you can tell that they just want to have a normal teenage life, but they can't because this is the life that they have chosen. They've chosen to be in a spotlight. It's like they're your regular old, you know, 17-year-olds. They're young girls. You can't really expect that much from them. And they get so much hate on the internet, and on the show you can tell that it really affects them. And I thought that it was really interesting to see. I wasn't expecting that kind of like a show talking about their lives, how busy they are. They have so much work, but also they are dealing with a lot of mental health struggles. And they have, like, you know, on the show they show their mental breakdowns where they just have had enough. And if half the people, like, people just like to leave hate comments, and I don't know why. People struggle to leave happy comments, right? Let's say you're coming across an account on Instagram and you like that person's post and you think to yourself, oh, that's really nice, but you don't leave a comment. But as soon as you think to yourself, okay, that person is stupid, I'm on the internet and they cannot attack me if I leave this comment, then they feel the need to leave a mean comment, which is so weird. Like, why wouldn't you leave a nice comment, but you would leave a rude comment, right? That's just the way the internet works. You know, if you feel like ever leaving a hate comment on someone's post, just step away from your phone, your tablet, your computer for a second and think about, you know, the repercussions of your comment. Is this comment going to better this person's life? Is this comment going to help this person? Is this comment going to be taken as helpful? Most likely not, unless you are leaving like some nice criticism that might help the person, you know. But if you're just leaving something hateful, telling someone, you know, to jump off a bridge, that's not helpful to anyone. If only people would leave like the same amount of comments that are like positive as they do leave hateful comments, you know, that would be the day. So I'm just pressing in some powder RCMA, no color powder. I did use Rare Beauty concealer and a Rare Beauty cream blush. I'm gonna use some MAC Studio Skin powder foundation just in the areas where I have some breakouts to add some coverage there. I'm gonna take MAC Studio Skin powder in the shade C40, and I'm just gonna use it to like bronze up my face, the outer portions of my face. So I've bronzed my skin slightly and done some contour. I'm gonna just fill in my brows. So the past month of January, because I'm filming this on February 2nd, so the month of January was crazy busy for me with weddings and makeup. I predict that the rest of the year will be just the same, because apparently this year is gonna be like the year of weddings. And you know, one thing that really gets to me when I do people's makeup is like, I'll do makeup on like an older lady, and you know, I don't post every single person that I do. I only post the ones that I think are like really exceptional. So that's just so you guys know, like I don't post a lot of the people that I do. I might post like more on my stories about who I do and this and that, but on my actual grid I don't post every single person I do. But it really is funny to me when I do makeup on an older person and they see themselves after and they're like, oh my gosh, my wrinkles. And I'm like, yeah, you had wrinkles before. Where did you expect them to go? I don't know what people expect. I actually had a client the other day that told me, like, well, I asked her what she wanted for her makeup. She's like, yeah, so I just want like my wrinkles gone. And I was like, well, I don't do like Botox, so they're not gonna go away with the makeup that I'm doing. One thing that people don't seem to understand is that makeup is not going to hide texture. Like, makeup can hide some texture, some very light texture. Depending on the products you use, you could diminish the appearance of them, but it's not going to hide your wrinkles. For that, you need surgery. Let's be completely honest. Guess what? You have texture, everyone has texture. Makeup actually enhances texture. Not everyone seems to think about that, but makeup is actually enhancing the texture on your skin. Now, someone that is really good at makeup can diminish the appearance of that texture coming out through the makeup, but makeup usually always tends to enhance texture, not hide the texture. Like, makeup can really hide discoloration, and discoloration overall, being covered, can help the appearance of your skin overall and make you feel more confident, but your texture is still there. We cannot hide the texture. Think of it like this. You have a carpet, let's say, right? Think of it like this. You have a carpet, and under it, the floor is all jagged, messed up. The floor is lifted. So you put a carpet over it. You're still gonna see the floor lifted, just have a carpet going over it, but you're still gonna see the lift of the floor. That's not gonna hide the floor being completely lifted. You're just putting something over it. It might hide like any stains that you have on the floor if your floor is stained or has scratches on it, like some really light scratches from shoes or something like that. It'll probably hide it. The carpet will probably hide it. But if there is a completely raised tile, that carpet is just gonna go over top, and you're still gonna see that part of the carpet is gonna be raised. So that's exactly how makeup is. Wow. That was a beautiful example. Prepping the skin and having a good skincare routine is what's gonna make your makeup look nicer. So we do our best with our skin prep. Usually if I see someone that has lots of texture, I will go in with an exfoliant type product and then a moisturizer to make sure that at least I'm getting rid of any dead skin. But yeah, if you don't have a good skincare routine at home, the makeup that you have is just going to sit on top of whatever it is under. So we can try our best, and we will do our best. I feel like I've managed to learn very well how to hide the appearance of texture. So I think that that's something that I'm really good at. Especially with older ladies, it's taken me a lot of practice to get that going. But that's why it's really important to have a good skincare routine, you guys. Because makeup just sits on top of whatever it is that you have. All right, I've done some eyeshadow on my bottom lash line, and I used a nude eyeliner. It's a MAC Technical liner, and that's going in my waterline to really brighten up my eyes. I feel like this eyebrow looks weird today, but we are just going to leave her alone. She's not wanting to cooperate. So yeah, as a PSA from your MUA, if you have texture, I'm gonna do my best, but I cannot ensure you that it's not gonna come out after your makeup is already done. Oh yeah, one thing that I also think is hilarious when people tell me, and I'm not saying this to diss anyone, you guys, like I obviously am very grateful to every single client that I have because they've allowed me to have a business. But it's just funny things that happen in this trade, and I'm pretty sure other makeup artists out there will agree with me when I say this, that it is really funny when clients, you ask them, you know, what do you want for your makeup? Some clients have pictures, some clients don't have pictures, and usually the ones that don't have pictures are like, oh, you're the professional, just do whatever you want. And so I'm like, okay, great. I usually at that point will try to ask like a few more questions, because I understand that you want me to do what I think is nice, but I need some kind of guidance. I need to know like what kind of colors you're going for, what colors you are wearing. That way I don't do something that clashes with your outfit or your jewelry. Not that I want to match your makeup to your clothing, but I just don't want to put on something that's gonna clash, you know? Like if you're wearing purple dress, I'm not gonna put on green eyeshadow on you, because that's just gonna clash. So it's really funny to me when the client gives you like no guidance whatsoever, and then you end up doing whatever you want and they don't like whatever you want. So if you're gonna complain about what I think looks best and I do what I think looks best, maybe you should have told me what you do and don't like from the beginning, right? Because if you're not gonna trust me to do what I think looks best and like it at the end, then that's not really letting me do what I want. So yeah, if you're gonna complain about it, maybe you should have told me from the beginning what you wanted. I'm gonna use a lip brush for my lipstick today. I'm using the Makeup by Mario palette, the lipstick palette. There's some really nice red shades in there that I've never used before, and so I'm gonna use it. Like I like this bluey red that is just calling my name. Okay, that is beautiful. Okay, it definitely does not match with my shirt, but it actually kind of clashes, but this is what I was talking about, you know, clashing with your outfit. So yeah, that's basically my makeup look for today. So yeah, I just, since I was in a funky mood, I thought I wanted to just sit down and chat a little bit about some things that I've been liking, some things I've been thinking, shows I've been watching, things that people have said to me, I guess. So yeah, just a more casual video, me sitting down and chatting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I'm just rambling. If you thought this was boring, I'm sorry. I just needed a moment to just sit and chat for my mental health's sake. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the video with any friends or family members. It really helps me out. Check out the description box below. I will leave products that I used, since I didn't really mention them in this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.